Welcome back to Cactus Quark Plays Your Escape Virtue's Last Reward. My name is Kevandre. Last time we went into the bee garden with Alice and Luna and we had a good time. I was increasing my noise just there. I don't really know why. Yeah, so we went into the bee garden. I don't know what the B stands for. With Alice and Luna, and actually had a very kind of pleasant kind of time going through that one. It was a fun little escape room. I enjoyed that one. And then I ended it right after we went out the door. No sooner had we stepped out of the garden that I saw the three people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa! What are you guys doing here? We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here? Sigma, hand me the map. Map? Oh, right. I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
You three came into the blue door, right?
Yeah.
And which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the bee garden. Bee garden. It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright? What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
Wow, they ended up going to the treatment center a lot. And then we met up. Right here. Right here!
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So? Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves outside the treatment center. Hey, they didn't have the red light turned on. What are those? They're why this is called the treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries. Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe you can fix whatever's wrong in your brain.
Hey! You want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of those pods there.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head.
Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time? I'm more or less pretty sure that cryogenic freezing is science fiction. I don't think that it's a real thing. At least not yet. For certain animals it is. You can freeze and then wake up. Like frogs will get frozen inside of a lake and then once they thaw, they're fine. But I don't think you can do that with humans. No matter how advanced the technology is. At least at this moment in time. Maybe in 2028 that's different. Probably not.
Yeah.
According to some records we found on here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who? You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was the logs for the pods. How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up, and that's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9. It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do is put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
What? Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, even if she said anything to you at all. It was a lie, a joke.
A joke? No, there's no way it's a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body's made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend. With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as all ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate. Her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them. They say the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say that they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and this ice doesn't melt or just urban legends. But why would people make that mistake about you in particular? It can't just be because your name is Alice. There are tons of Alices. Is it because of your face and how you look? Well, it is true I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory or can't remember who I am, and so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field. You really think she puts that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something so completely ridiculous. Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's really terribly useful. We should go to the other team and see if they've returned to the warehouse yet. At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. But yes, I do believe that the implication is that Alice is not all ice. In general. That's at least the feeling that I get from these games. I don't think they ever out and out specifically confirm or deny either way, but I'm reasonably sure she's not an Egyptian princess. Queen, whatever. This is... It looks like another warehouse. It looks like the same warehouse. Hey, look! 3 more doors.
They're all glowing white, you think?
These might be the next set of chromatic doors. I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors. So the next set of doors are white? They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right, let's head back to floor A. Little elevator fellow. Or not, I guess. It's just a random door in between. One thing I will say about Zero Time Dilemma, compared to specifically Virtue's Last Reward, but also a little bit of 999, is that you don't really spend this much time like just traveling around. Because Zero Time Dilemma is in a specific way that's all segmented. So you basically play the game out of order, which is very frustrating, in my opinion. But it also kind of, it makes sense for the narrative, but it makes the narrative a lot less understandable. Which is probably why I'm not going to play it on this channel, unless maybe I get just the inkling to do it one day. And in that case, I'm gonna pull up a guide I'm going to pull up a guide and try to do it in the most understandable method possible through that game. Because otherwise you're basically just going to different timelines constantly rather than just, whenever you feel like it. Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious. Did something happen? Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly we were searching a room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no!
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt to the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran after him.
Quark! Come on, kid! Get a hold of yourself!
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him. Hey, what are you doing? He's sick and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him!
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch! This is serious!
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There's plenty of diagnostic tools, but without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do without them. Oh, right. Well, we got Luna. Luna.
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna? Well, but...
You have to take a look at him then. Please, Quark needs your help.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people. So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark? I believe it can. I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if we need anything. Of course. Wonder if this will be more or less the same. No. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up on the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke. Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection, a viral infection. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean? Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it. Fine, I heard about it from Luna. Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seems like, one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't. How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says that there's an antiviral serum called Axelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Dio's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it! What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There was a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh, God! Then he's He's going to... Oh, God, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there? No, there's nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods. Treatment pods. That's it! If we can put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment there was silence. Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God! You're awake!
Get away from me.
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't... I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to. Escape.
But how?
Like this. Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart. Stop! No! Let go! Let go of me! Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys! I could use a hand here. Yeah, right. Right as I put the fucking cup down. Hey, Toe. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks! Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji! Can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Can I skip this? No. Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away my soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah! Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good. Thanks, whoever that was. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? We've got to calm him down somehow. Lona. Are there any tranquilizers in here? Not yet. But, I mean... What? There's Soparobeta. Soparil? That's the anesthetic! The one that's in the bracelets. Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry him, but do it! Come on, Luna. Okay, let me just... I feel like, since that little gun just uses one dose, I would be concerned that having a one-size-fits-all dose with anesthetic would be bad for someone Quark size compared to a natural adult-size human. But, I mean, it seems like it's fine, but I would be concerned. Okay, I've got it. Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now! Right. No! Stop! Stop! Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in very deep sleep. Alright, I guess we're good for now. What about the anesthetic? How long will it last? He should wake up for a few hours. Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy. I think that might have been the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had. Oh, Quark is the Winter Knight. I see. Yeah? How do you know? Huh? Oh, well, How much do you know about this Radical 6? Oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article. That the truth? Why would I lie about it? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess. So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because Radical 6 too? At least I think so. So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned around and followed Tenmyoji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently, she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
Wait! Alice! We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it! I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance, too many doors between us. Shit, which way did she go? Right? Left? I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary. You lost her? Yeah. I don't know which way she went. Well, let's put up and look. Quickly, she can't have gotten too far. Right. Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood? Gotcha. Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah. I stay here. Got it.
Alright, let's move, people. Get going. At Phi's command, we scattered, filtering off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet? No, it's gonna be the crew quarters, dude. It's always the crew quarters with her. I don't know why. Bom, bom. Bom, bom. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Complaining wasn't gonna help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else. Bro! Hey look, the elevator was on the top floor, so she probably didn't go down there. If she had said something like, I'd rather we die here, I would think she went to go see the bomb and try to detonate it or something. There are aliens in that tank. Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark... I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. The garden. I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. I'm surprised she didn't go to the crew quarters. Alice! Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. Huh? I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary. Then she's, alive? Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds. So she's just been conscious. Looks like it. What about the scalpel? Doesn't look like she has it. I figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here. Right. Alice was lighter than I had expected, and Fi and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. So, Kay, Clover, and Quark went to the laboratory, where the Axelavir was, right? So, why are they saying that they don't have it? Unless Quark has it, and the other two don't know about it. Because I don't think that Clover or Kay would lie about having it.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
On our way back, Fi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke. I'm not used to 7 being a word anymore. I'm used to it just being a person. So that fucked me up when I was trying to read that.
Oh no! No! What's gonna happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Axelavir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went to take a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Axelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Da.
Then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're gonna go to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. Oh, there it is. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it? Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Axelavir?
You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6!
Why did Quark have it? Perhaps he found it earlier. Earlier when? We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket. He hid it? Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. To be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quick as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it! Hurry up and give it to him, Luna!
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we can administer it is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Fi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head. Nothing. That one bottle was it. You think there might be some more back in the laboratory? No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God!
Just enough medicine for one dose. Only one person can be saved. Who should we give it to?
Alice? Or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them. Then what are we going to do? Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both. How? That's... I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. IG equals immunoglobulin. Idiot girl.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator? Yeah, replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it! I've come up with a new recipe. The IG replicator's in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine. What? Oh, I gotta... If I told you you had a nice antibody... Oh my. Uchikoshi, you fucking horny bastard with your achievement naming. What? It can copy immunoglobulin. Antibodies. Luna just said axolevir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more axolevir. Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we went in that room.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma? I saw it when I was in the laboratory. When was that? Probably when you went looking for Alice, right? No. Dia was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the axolevir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright, then let's go. Considering making this episode a little bit of a long boy, so we make some progress. If my voice starts to go out, though, then I might just end it abruptly. We'll see. The thing about visual novels is that it's hard to do like so many episodes in a day. Meow. God damn it, cat! Fuck off. Okay, excuse me for 1 second while I let the cat in the room, because he's gonna yell at me about it. So, boop! Okay, we're back, and, while I was attempting to let the cat in, I chucked my keyboard and mouse on the floor, which made the, dialogue go by a little bit. It didn't go very far at all. So, this can copy the axolevir? I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I agree. Cat's gonna come over to hang out. Welcome, friend. I carefully lowered the small vial of axolevir into the slot on the side of the machine. That is a small vial. That's a lot smaller than I was thinking it was. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated axolevir would go. Ready? I don't know if this is like a realistic machine at all. I don't know that you can really make something from nothing. Then again, maybe it's just like altering existing antibodies to match what the antibodies in the axolevir are, or something. Like, it's not creating additional purple drank from nothing. I don't know. I'm not really sure on this one. That's kind of weird. Maybe one day when Bobby catches up on watching this, he can be like, okay, that's all bullshit. But she probably will, knowing him. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just push the damn thing.
Right, and pressed. Did it work? Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now. Oh, fuck off. And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get the thing back to the infirmary. Why don't you make enough for everybody first? Bro, you're probably not the only two who are infected with this. I reached down and pulled those vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly in my pocket. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had broken, we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke. Guys. I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table. Uh-oh.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See? She held it in one hand but didn't move her eyes. Then what the heck is going on down there? Take a look. She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. A bomb! Whoa, really? That makes two then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem. Was this here when you guys came through the first time? No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice. Who the hell would do that? We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
Ow. Tenmyoji fucks me up. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table. It looks like a memory card. Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor underneath the table.
Could it have been put there by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room. Do you think they dropped it accidentally? Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where are you going, Cat? Causing shenanigans? Sure, why not? He's gonna jump up on the fucking back of the desk and get pissed off. I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. That's the one with that simulated Mars mission, right? Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything in here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew that, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline is passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb? Not much we can expect, except to leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them. True, but... Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now we need to take care of Alice and Quark. Right, so we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Axelavir, then head to the fluoride warehouse.
Right.
They are fools for only duplicating it once. Absolute fucking fools. What are you guys doing? There's no way the rest of you do not have this virus.
That's how to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really gonna be alright?
Da. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Axelavir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, Da.
Cat, why are you being like this?
Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast. Damn! Don't even have time to catch our breath. Come on, let's go. Floor A warehouse is waiting. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji? Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary. What? Why? Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything, so I asked him if he was coming with us, and this was what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Fi's only opponent will be Dio. One-on-one, huh? Gah. It's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why? Because I've only got one BP. Exactly. If you choose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0, and, well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's gonna pick Ally, I can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going to the one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct. How many BP do you guys have?
I got 6.
As do I. This'll be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points. Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us to both to vote Ally, right?
Yeah.
I agree. If we both choose Betray, then we gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. If we're really gonna do it, right?
Yes. I don't trust that face.
Promise?
Promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit! This is bad. We need to move now. Indeed. Shall we? Dio, K, Fi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, K went into room 4, and Fi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So...
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway?
Da.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was kind of like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7,
That
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I agree. We'll betray her later, but I would feel bad about betraying somebody who's just sleeping in a bed.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Betray, betray, oh, betray, betray, oh, Ally. Betray! Alice? What the fuck? You've got to be kidding me.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic soap. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma! Sigma!
No! Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in the last moment after Luna and I had entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? And the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. That bitch. I no longer feel bad about choosing betray. But that's going to be it for this time. I can't believe that we saved her life and then she ran up, she sprang up out of bed, ran all the way to the AB room just to kill me. Very rude. Very, very rude. But we'll find out more about what's going on with that next time. So, shout out today. I've been watching through, catching up on, really, Better Call Saul, since I finished Breaking Bad the other day. And I have been just impressed after impressed after impressed by Rhea Seehorn, who plays Kim Wexler on that show. Her acting skills are insane. And so I'm doing a shout out to her today because It is an absolute fucking crime that she doesn't have an Emmy or 12. Because, holy shit. Like, Breaking Bad was a special show that had just a ridiculous amount of excellent actors, right? Better Call Saul also has good actors, but generally when you're watching it, you're not like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean? The exception is whenever Rhea Seehorn gets the chance to strut her stuff. And she does that a few times. And I'm just like, holy hot damn. This woman deserves all of the Emmys. So I'm doing a shout out to her because for some reason she doesn't have a single one. Which is absolute bullshit. So since they're going into their final season, I hope that she gets one. She's got to get one. I very, very much hope so. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So I will see you guys next time. Later, players.